Hi, it's Rose Holistic Guru, and today I'm going to show you a cheap, easy way of making a ring out of pretty cheap materials because ring mounts are fairly expensive. I get the loose stones. This is a turquoise example online. Today I'll be using a clear quartz crystal. And you can get bead ends, which are little metal pieces that go over the end of beads. And this particular type of bead end is shaped like a cup. And one end, see, it has a cup. That's what you, where the bead, or in our case, the gem would sit. And the bottom is pretty flat. And the side has holes that happen to be big enough to run a thicker jewelry wire through. See if I can get this close enough to the screen. This is a galvanized wire that I'm doing here. See? I'm going to simply put this through the holes in the side. It's hard to see what I'm doing when I'm holding it up to the camera. There we go. Alright. I got that slid through. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. I'm going to glue with hot glue into the cup. And I've already pre-measured out. I picked out a good stone that would fit in this cup. We'll set that in there. And the only reason I'm holding this while I do the hot glue is because this is a low temperature hot glue gun. It does get uncomfortably warm, but it doesn't really burn me too bad. Okay. And now that that is glued in there, I'm going to measure out kind of a length for turning it into a ring that we'll be bending around. And I'm going to cut a little extra because we can always cut some off, but it's hard to add to it. So there you go, we've cut that. Like I said, this is with a galvanized wire. It's considered crafting wire or farm wire. Okay. And I'm going to put this on my knuckle when I bend it because we'll have to make sure it bends over the knuckle. Plus the knuckle is like a harder surface for wrapping the ring around. Okay. Now that I've got the basic size of my finger, I'm going to take it off and kind of touch it up because you can see it's kind of rough looking right there. So we'll sit here and kind of make it a little more round, pretty, even looking. And now we'll bend the ends a bit more in so that they're not sticking out like that. And this kind of leaves the ring being as an adjustable ring too. So open-ended. I tried twisting the end shut on the last ring, but that was giving us issues looking decent. So here you go. Here's a pretty ring. Let me put it on to make sure I measured the size right there. Of course, this is adjustable. If the size isn't right, all I have to do is just squeeze it together a little further. There you go. I hope you can see it there. And here's the one I made earlier with the copper wire. It gives it a cold gold tone finish. There we go. Cubic zirconium rings. They actually have a copper on the right side and galvanized, which is zinc coated, on the left side. Which I don't know if you know much about the Egyptian healing rods, but it is a copper. The rod crystal is a copper with a big crystal on the right side, and zinc with a big crystal on the left side. At least the modern version. The ancient Egyptian version uses like gold and silver. But anyways, that is a cheap way of making rings. So have a good day.